Welcome back to Project Seawolf. So, my new patrons on Patreon have received their t-shirts, and well, at least as of right now. If you head on over to the Patreon, I'll send you a t-shirt as well, joining the sailor level. It's a drizzly spring day, and it's about 50 degrees, so not too cold. But I'm not gonna end this video until we're done power washing the inside of the boat. Last time I couldn't figure out the power washer. I got home, I untwisted some parts of it and found out that the whole bottom part untwists and you can attach the hose directly in. You don't have to deal with any like quick connect things or whatever. So yeah, that solved all the problem. So today we're gonna be continuing washing the inside of the boat with the power washer. I'm just getting suited up so I don't get too wet. So here's the power washer. There used to be a little green nub that came out here, and when I was taking it all apart, it just unscrews and the hose screws right into there. It is plastic threading, so that's not great. So to keep the plastic from degrading too much, I have a brass quick connection that will connect it to the hose, so I'm not unscrewing and rescrewing the hose every time I use it. So yeah, that'll hopefully protect the plastic threading. Just don't want to drop it or anything, because that plastic threading would come out probably. Quick connect. And just like before, we have the power sprayer for the simple green. It doesn't really do anything except help my hand from getting tired. If I was using a regular spray bottle, it would probably cramp up after 3 hours or so. So yeah, this definitely helps.
Now that I had the power washer going, I felt it was necessary to revisit the V-berth area and spray down some areas I couldn't reach easily with the brush.
Okay, I have established a forward base of cleanliness. Now I can put all the stuff that I have like on the plugins and stuff in here in the V-berth, and that'll give me free reign for the rest of the boat and in here. So far it's gone pretty well. These used to be all like black or gray with mold and stuff, and now it's worked out pretty well. Pretty clean. I think some of these stains are gonna have to be sanded out when I go to put bilge paint in here, and yeah, good progress. But still a long ways to go with the rest of the boat. Yeah, but having the heater and the dehumidifier in here is gonna dry it out real fast. The one piece of electronics I haven't taken out yet is the isotherm fridge system, which is slightly problematic because I can't get at the wall of the hull because it's behind the fridge wall. So I guess I'm just gonna have to spray some anti-mildew and stuff back there and stick the sprayer down in between that crack and do what I can. But yeah, because I don't want to rebuild or hurt this fridge system. I really do like it. I'm definitely gonna take these out and make them flush or something. These two bolts, and redo the gasketing. But yeah, the one piece of electronics I haven't touched is the isotherm. It has these wires that I'll connect back up once I have the new electrical system figured out. And I believe this is the compressor to make the fridge work. It's just a large, inefficient fridge though, because there are definitely some improvements that could be made. Mostly that there's a huge hole right here that's not insulated. It's just open to the rest of the boat, and that needs to be isolated. It's a lot of space, but at the same time, I understand why I'm probably gonna want that much fridge space, especially for long passages. So, and you know, I can always just put dry food in here as well. Yeah, a full fridge is more efficient, so minimizing the space in there would probably be important. But yeah, gonna keep that fridge. Probably gonna put microwave, induction stove, and then probably an attachment for a propane stove when I don't feel like using any electricity.
and then, but I'm gonna use propane sparingly because every country and port uses a different kind of propane. It's just not a good system. You have to buy their special attachment to refill the propane tank, which is why I'm trying to do mostly electric, because it's the most self-sustaining thing that I can do. I can make my own fuel throughout the day with solar panels back here. All right, so the main part of the boat is gonna be able to be washed now. I started out the main part of the boat by power washing the head, and then as water drained into the bilge, I pumped out the water with the shop vac. From there, I moved on to the settee area, and underneath the settee, right here, I'm power washing the old battery bank area, which was enclosed in wood and had a lot of mold and buildup. There's a seam here that is showing some signs of delamination, so I'm going to have to come back to that on the forward part of the settee. Using the soap sprayer was super handy. So the system that I found to work best was to coat the whole area in soap, and then using a brush kind of foam it up a little bit, and then power wash, and then do another soap and do a power brush, and then power wash that again. So from the settee, move to the galley, moving from bow to aft, just getting everything nice and clean and sparkly until I hit the quarter berths. My word. Wow. As I mentioned before, it took 3 steps to cut the grease here, and the power brush was definitely an important part of this process.
Well, if I needed any confirmation that it was possible to get this black stuff off, there you go. I cleaned up this side, and yeah, still have to do the right side. It takes just a ton of soap, grind that soap in, and then do that like 3 times, and then yeah, power wash in between, and eventually it comes out. But man, and like my brushes are like totally black. I got distracted and kind of cleaned in here, but as you can see, it's kind of crazy in here as well. Still have this side to do. Wow, wow, wow.
As I continued with this 3-part system, I found that it was most effective to spray down the area first, and then put down the layer of soap, and then manually brush in the soap till it foamed up, and then use the power brush to knock it back enough so that the power washer could get it all.
All right, that's a heck of a lot better than before. For reference, this is the side that still needs to be done. Wow.
Yeah, the brushes are not doing good. Now that I had the system down, it was easy to just apply it to the other side, and it ended up working out pretty well. There's still a bunch of stains all along, but I think those will come out when I sand things back before I give it some interior paint.
Okay, well, we went through the whole interior of the boat except for the engine room, but for today I think we got through a lot, and yeah, I think the brushes need to soak in some soap because they're totally blacked out. That power washer worked pretty great, and the fact that I can take it anywhere with me and use like a bucket of water as the water supply, it's, you know, better than nothing out at sea and in foreign ports. So I think it worked out pretty well. Now I can't paint anything down there until I know exactly where I'm going to be putting all the new stringers and supports and sanding sanding back a lot of the burrs and cutting back some of the remnants of what I cut out before. But we're getting really close to starting to be able to start rebuilding the boat using epoxy foam core and yeah, making this place repairable again. Of course, I can't really put much back in here, like the cushions or anything, until the deck hardware and the chain plates have been worked on, because it's just going to get all fiberglassed out again, and it's going to need another wash. But the multiple decade buildup has been knocked back a little bit today, and I think that's a good thing. So if you like the videos, check out the Patreon. Patrons have already received their shirts. If not, check your inbox. And yeah, I'll talk more about the finances and of everything in a later episode. But right now, the biggest roadblock is getting the crane in to remove the mast and the engine taken out. And after that, man, we're free game to do pretty much anything. And all that will definitely be done this summer, but things have been pushed back a little bit. I might not be able to launch until winter or next summer, the summer after this summer, just because of those financial roadblocks. And also I want to get a lot of other things done before I launch the boat. But getting the hull done will definitely help and give me some options in that I can put her back in the water perhaps. Mainly I need to get that engine out and figure out what all the prop shaft needs and if I can keep the cutlass, the attachments or not with the through hull through the prop shaft. So it's going to be kind of a lengthy process. It's already 8:15-ish. Yeah, surprisingly still some light outside, but not much. Got quite the lengthy process of toweling everything off and then throwing all those towels in the car so I can take it home and wash them, dry them out. And so the boat can dry out as well overnight and into the next day. So thanks for watching. I hope to see you back, and yeah, subscribe and leave a comment. A seal emoji would do great. Yeah, see you next time.